Hi everyone! You know, there's an old saying in schools that goes something like this. When the principal sneezes, the whole school catches a cold. Yeah, I know, that sounds slightly dramatic, but honestly, there's a frightening amount of truth to it too. A few years ago, I remember arriving at school already grumpy. You know those mornings, burnt toast, dog barking at absolutely nothing, frost on the windscreen, a blunt razor blade with no replacement and 2 days of stubble needed mowing, an inbox full before 7 a.m. Yeah, it was one of those, "Are you kidding me?" sort of starts to the day. I walked into the staff room carrying the emotional equivalent of a dark rain cloud over my head, and within 10 minutes, the whole place felt flat. Nobody had done anything wrong, no crisis had happened, but my energy had quietly drifted into the room like someone spraying emotional Lynx Africa around the place. Suddenly, conversations were shorter, smiles were tighter. Everyone looked like they'd just been told camp had been cancelled due to health and safety concerns. That's parallel process. Your team mirrors you, for better or worse. Researchers call this emotional contagion. Basically, humans are walking mood photocopiers. We unconsciously pick up the emotional tone of the people around us. Studies by people like Daniel Goleman and Sigal Bassard found that leaders have a disproportionate effect on group emotions and performance. In simple Kiwi language, your vibe matters more than you think it does, especially so in schools, because you see, schools are emotional ecosystems. We're not assembling lawnmowers in a factory. No, we're dealing with children, parents, exhausted teachers, overstimulated teenagers, deadlines, attendance pressures, ministry initiatives, aero visits, learning support needs, and those damn photocopies that seem to jam only when you're already emotionally vulnerable. You know exactly what I mean, don't you? But people don't just listen to leaders, they absorb them. And that's why one calm leader in a difficult moment can completely settle a staff. And one frantic leader can turn a mildly annoying issue into a full-scale emotional bushfire by morning tea. You've probably seen this happen a few times when you were younger and you weren't in the leader's chair. Now, this doesn't mean leaders need to become motivational Disney characters bouncing around the corridors singing Hakuna Matata while throwing glitter at staff meetings. Well, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? And frankly exhausting. Although wouldn't it be fun to see some of our more uptight leaders try that? No, it's not about fake positivity at all. It's about emotional awareness. One of the best leaders I've ever worked with had this incredible ability to lower the emotional temperature of any room. When chaos happened, and chaos always does happen in schools, he'd slow his voice down instead of speeding it up. He'd ask questions instead of making declarations. He'd become calmer as everyone else became more anxious. That's leadership magic right there. Because you see, calm is contagious too. In fact, neuroscience tells us that our brains are constantly scanning other emotions for emotional cues. That's why one stressed out person can make an entire meeting feel tense without even saying much. Your staff are reading your face geography before you've even spoken. They notice your tone and your sighs and your pacing and those emails that you send at 11:47 p.m. Your body language in meetings, whether you're looking interested or irritated. You're modelling what normal looks like, which is kind of a biggie to have on your shoulders, isn't it? Which is why leaders need to guard against becoming permanent weather systems of stress. I learned this the hard way. There were times as a principal when I wore busyness like some weird Olympic medal. Busy became my personality. And guess what? The whole staff started feeling guilty for resting too. That's the danger of parallel process. You see, your team often gives themselves permission based on what you model. If you never stop, they won't stop. If you panic, they'll panic. If you laugh, well, they'll breathe again, which is kind of good. If you remain human, they'll feel safe being human too. And maybe that's the challenge for leaders right now, not becoming perfect, not becoming endlessly positive, but becoming aware enough to ask, what emotional weather am I bringing into the room today? Because you see, leadership isn't only strategic, it's atmospheric. And atmosphere changes everything. So think of it like this. Leadership isn't just what you decide, it's the emotional footprint that you leave behind. And that footprint matters more than most leaders realize. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then you'll undoubtedly enjoy reading my latest book, 54 quotes and provocations. It's stacked full of great leadership quotes and ideas to help free up your thinking time so that you can enjoy your job a lot more. Go and get your copy now.